welcome to Hogwarts.
I remember I would come out of films when I was younger and absolutely just wished that world could be real and that I could be a part of it.
When they said that we're going to do a Harry Potter theme park, I was just like, oh my goodness.
How do we create something and make sure we don't disappoint all the Harry Potter fans themselves?
It's not just creating the place of the Wizarding World, but being able to take you on the adventure.
And now we can actually sort of step into this amazing world, and I think all the fans in it are just going to love it.
It's not just like a ride of Harry Potter, it's a whole world of Harry Potter.
But you can watch it at IMAX, you can watch it on a big screen. That is cool. But to actually be there, awesome.
Universal Orlando would like to invite you to the world you've always dreamed about. You've read the books, you've watched the movies, and now, for the first time ever, you can actually live the adventure.
Expecto Patronum!
The Wizarding World of Harry Potter is located at Universal Orlando Resort in Florida. Universal Orlando's challenge: take the tales and characters of author J.K. Rowling, whose books have sold more than 400 million copies and spawned some of the highest-grossing films of all time, and recreate that world in a theme park.
What excited me when I first heard it was the idea of this being a completely immersive experience. You've seen Harry's world, now live it.
So many kids have said to me, I really, I wish Hogwarts was real, I want to go myself.
We had been designing and building and walking around these sets for some years, and actually saying to ourselves, and by ourselves I mean the film crew, boy, this would make a great theme park.
Even having been here 7 or 8 years, they still feel amazing. It just feels so authentic and so real. Like, you really feel like you're living the Hogwarts school life when you walk around this studio.
I mean, we do sometimes have visitors to the set, children who've won competitions and things who come around, and their eyes are like saucers. They just cannot believe that they're actually here. They go around and touch things, and it's a truly magical sort of experience for them.
Wicked.
With 7 books and ultimately 8 movies, this is just a marvelous world that was created out of the imagination of J.K. Rowling. And for us at Universal to be given the opportunity to make it real is just terrific.
She really leaned back on the filmmakers, and particularly on Stuart Craig, David Heyman, David Barron, who had brought her book to life.
We're building an entire world of Harry Potter, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando, and it's really important for us to follow the authenticity of the brand and the property.
I'm just so overwhelmed by how keen everyone within the project is to make it as real, as lifelike, as authentic as they possibly can.
If it were not going to be an authentic representation, we wouldn't have been really very interested in collaborating as filmmakers, because it lets down the world that we've created that was in turn originally created by Joe in the books. And the fact that Stuart Craig is able to design the sets, it's a bit like designing the complete set of Hogsmeade, which he's never been able to do for the film because we've never had enough room to build it in its entirety. So he finally gets to do what he's had in the back of his mind, for a long time.
It looks like this. I mean, it's going to be exactly like this, because it's been designed by the guy who designed all this.
What we've learned on having these film sets standing here for so many years is that people are unexpectedly overwhelmed by the detail. I think that's absolutely what we must carry forward into the theme park.
Alan Gilmore, who's an art director who he's worked with before, is very vital in ensuring that Stuart's vision is realized 3,000 miles away in Orlando, Florida.
This is a sample of the dungeon corridor, which is the main entryway into the castle when you leave the exterior. Dungeon Corridor was a set in Harry Potter 1, which is based on Norman architecture, which is very, very ancient.
He is an architect. He's not just a movie draftsman. So I think he's able to talk to the engineers, the architects in this project on a level which actually, frankly, I wouldn't be able to. So he's absolutely ideal.
It was very exciting to carry the film design through to real architecture.
and let the general public experience the sets that we've been in for many years, because they're so fantastic.
This is being done to a level of detail that there just isn't a comparable to.
I think there is nothing else like it in the world, and it's gonna totally blow kids away.
What's been very rewarding has been the collaboration with the folks at Universal. They are clearly the best at what they do.
There's a big partnership here, as you might imagine. We were trying to bring our ideas from the movie, to a very, incredibly experienced professional bunch of theme park builders.
It's a really cool mix of movie world and theme park world, because Universal have brought a lot of great ideas how to animate a lot of the items that have been created in the movies.
We have this great legacy and history of entertaining people, of bringing movies to life. And it goes back to 1915, when the studio allowed people to come in to witness, the making of movie magic firsthand. And that then developed into 1964, the world-famous tram tour at Universal Studios Hollywood, giving people the opportunity to get right into the middle of the adventure, to come face-to-face with their favorite characters. But it never stopped there. I mean, it's comic books, movies, television, books. The entire spectrum of popular culture has really been the body of work that we bring to life. For us, it's really about fusing technology and storytelling. Over the years, we've done really spectacular things with media, 3D, 4D film experiences, combined with motion bases and even robotic ride systems. The combination of those things is really what makes for a great experience. When it comes to telling a great story, we found no better way to do it than to go to the source. Working with some of the most brilliant minds in the business. Steven Spielberg as our creative consultant, James Cameron on the blockbuster Terminator 2 3D attraction, Fox Gracie in the making of the Simpsons ride, DreamWorks in bringing Shrek to life, Stephen Sommers in the Revenge of the Mummy, and now Peter Jackson in King Kong at the new Universal Studios Hollywood attraction, and Michael Bay with Transformers. So, the idea of collaborating with great movie makers is something that has just been a way of life for us. Working with J.K. Rowling and understanding what the important pieces of this fiction were, and working directly with the filmmakers at Warner Brothers ensured to us that we were going to be able to develop the most authentic and realistic interpretation of this body of fiction.
In the wizarding world of Harry Potter, the construction of Hogsmeade gave the designers an opportunity to bring the village to life in ways they couldn't do on a movie set.
When we build sets and movies, we build an interior set in one stage and build the exterior in another stage. In Orlando, it'll all be joined together, but it'll still look exactly like the movie set. So people will be able to experience the whole town of Hogsmeade, not just one room.
You come onto a set, and most of it is completely finished, but there's areas in the back where the lights and the cameras would be. What we're creating is even more 360. It's a fully immersive environment.
You can look down Main Street, Hogsmeade, and see from one end to the other. Something you're never able to do in the film. It's terrific.
You walk through the gate, you get to walk past the Hogwarts Express and be greeted into the wonderful world of Hogsmeade. Everything that people have either seen in the films, heard referred to in the films, or read in the books. Universal have been as keen as Warner Brothers, and we, the filmmakers, and Joe have been, to be authentic, and absolutely as authentic as possible.
When we started thinking of the Three Broomsticks and what it would become and what its position in the next picture was going to be, Stuart started really thinking, what does the interior of this place look like?
We actually had a requirement for it in Harry Potter 6, in the 6th movie, and hadn't designed it yet. So interestingly, the design for the theme park came first, and then we were able to take the best of that and the spirit of that, have it dictate the set for the movie. So the movie has learned and experienced from the theme park.
Our space is this same architecture, same finish, the woodwork, everything, the chandelier, but the volume of space is twice the sizes.
We'll be able to have butterbeer, which has the kind of the froth on the top.
I'd love to actually try the authentic, proper butterbeer. Maybe we can get some sent over from the theme park to the set, because our stuff doesn't taste that great.
The flavor of this is great. Real comforting and nice and smooth going down.
The first thing I do when I get there, I'm going to go to the Hogshead pub and order myself 8 pints of butterbeer. It's not alcoholic, but it's refreshing.
People will be able to experience the Hogshead and experience the hog's head behind the bar growling and sniffling at them.
The Hog's Head is actually one of my favourite pubs of the Wizard World.
Lovely spot.
It'll be bigger than the one in the film, but foul, rotting, black, filthy, rat-infested. There are limits here. We can't go quite as far as I would like, but we're going to try.
Honeyduke's sweet shop is brilliant. Honeyduke's has all kinds of wonderful sugar-drenched substances in there which all just look fantastic and tasty. You know, all the stuff that you've seen, again, in the films for years that have mainly been eaten by Ron. And his teeth are fine.
They have, like, chocolate frogs, every flavour beans. Some ones we haven't actually done in the film, actually, like the cauldron cakes.
There's also going to be stuff like treacle fudge, which I've never heard of before, but sounds like it could possibly be the nicest tasting thing in the world.
I imagine kids are just going to be kind of wide-eyed in amazement and kind of wanting everything.
It's a great-looking building. In its lofty roof space, it provides perches and homes for the owls who kind of roost up there. And right alongside it is the post office, the owl post office.
You can send a letter to anywhere in the world and it will arrive with a Hogsmeade postal mark on it, which is brilliant. Imagine if you got a letter that was from Hogsmeade. You'd freak out.
Coming up, there's more magic waiting for you in Hogsmeade.
Every muggle in the world would dream of going into Ollivander's and for a wand to select them out.
Then get ready to take flight with Harry on a forbidden journey.
We're flying around the grounds of Hogwarts. We're going to be in Quidditch. We're really being part of the action.
I still need a wand.
Oh, you want Ollivander's? There ain't no place better.
The Wizarding World of Harry Potter is bigger than just rides, it's bigger than restaurants, it's really everything. And Ollivander's was a place where we thought we could really do some wonderful things by giving people the opportunity to be selected by a wand.
Ollivander's wand shop, which is going to be absolutely amazing, will be an exact replica of the movie wand shop.
Very significantly, a kind of branch office from Diagon Alley.
I will be going to get another wand, because I'm fed up with my wand, so maybe one will pick me up.
Everything about it will be magical.
Every muggle in the world would dream of going into Ollivander's and for a wand to select them out.
Particularly excited about all the roller coasters. The Dragon Challenge is the one I'm very excited about because I like a fast roller coaster. It's going to be great.
Dragon Challenge will be the bigger roller coaster where you actually get to participate in one of the challenges from the Triwizard Tournament.
Good day, champions.
You'll see various kind of artifacts from the Goblet of Fire and then choose either the Hungarian Horntail or the Chinese Fireball to go on. And the whole ride, the whole time they're intertwining and they come within, they're very, very close to hitting each other and then veering away. And yeah, it just sounds brilliant and exciting and terrifying.
I think I'll stand on the ground and watch that one.
I absolutely love roller coasters, proper adrenaline junkie, so I'm looking forward to that.
I can't wait to be on that ride, but what I love is that there are different rides for different ages.
Flight of the Hippogriff will be a fun little roller coaster experience where you get to go on a training flight with a hippogriff.
Say hello to Buckbeak.
Before you go on the ride, you're taught how to properly approach and bow to the hippogriff.
Hagrid gives everybody instructions when they're waiting to get on about how to behave.
You keep eye contact and all the stuff we do in the films, you keep eye contact and bow, and then it will bow back, and then you're allowed to go on the ride.
And then the ride is going to go past Hagrid's hut and past the hippogriff. It's just going to be there.
It's something that really makes you feel like you're really part of the Harry Potter world.
Looming high above the wizarding world of Harry Potter is Hogwarts itself. Who knows what mysteries you'll encounter once you venture through the castle gates.
The biggest single edifice in the park is Hogwarts Castle, sitting on this huge cliff of rock.
It's this kind of immense structure towering over the entire village. It looks like a proper castle, which is just fantastic.
Hogwarts has only ever existed externally as a big miniature and as CG miniature.
But for Orlando, we had to design the castle to work from virtually all angles, so it was very much an architectural challenge to make it feel like a really authentic castle.
Well, I'm really looking forward to actually seeing the castle in all its height and glory, so to speak, because as used to the sets as we can be, we've never seen the exterior of the castle.
The main ride, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, is in Hogwarts Castle.
You get to actually walk the halls of Hogwarts Castle as you actually go up to the ride.
As you're walking along, there's lots of moving portraits.
Amazing!
It's just going to be wonderful to see people's faces when a portrait suddenly starts talking to them.
I think it's going to be really amazing because you can actually see all the sets you see on the screen, like the Great Hall and Defence Against the Dark Arts room.
You'll be able to visit the Gryffindor Common Room, actually see where the kids all hang out and do their homework. You'll go to Dumbledore's office, which has never been seen by the public. I think it's going to be so exciting. They just will want to come back again and again and again and look at every detail. It'll really give them a grounding in the world, and hopefully they'll experience what Hogwarts is like for the kids in the movie.
Coming up next, join Harry Potter and his friends on an all-new ride that blurs the line between technology and magic.
You get onto the ride, and it becomes an adventure. And you go on this adventure, you're actually flying unlike anything you've ever thought you could before.
Deep within Hogwarts Castle, at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, is a brand new ride that uses groundbreaking technology to put you right alongside Harry on a pulse-pounding adventure.
Snitch, follow me!
It's Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey.
The ride is essentially a condensed form of the chaos of Harry's life.
Universal has created something which is very much in the spirit of the films, very much in the spirit of Joe Rowling's books, and is a completely immersive experience. It'll be unlike any ride anybody's ever seen.
This time, we're really breaking the edge of the screen because we're really following Harry as he's flying. We're really lucky that between two films, the crew was available to work with us and collaborated with us for about 8 months in designing the sets, not only for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but for the ride as well.
We are shooting an exclusive piece of film just for the ride that encompasses all of the kind of best moments from all of the films.
We've built a massive life-size Whomping Willow. The spider will be making an appearance in the ride, which I think I could have done without.
What?
As many people watching will know, Rupert is terrified of spiders. I mean, literally, tiny spider, he's up on a chair. It's brilliant fun.
Because I am arachnophobic, and I could have a panic attack.
I think he'll cope. I might have to hold his hand. Offer him a bit of comfort.
You heard what Hagrid said. Follow the spiders.
Why spiders? Why couldn't it be follow the butterflies?
We developed some technology that's going to enable us to do things that have never been done before.
I think this is a very unique experience for the cast and the crew. Daniel Radcliffe has jumped in and done some flying scenes in this particular film for our ride. He's really amazing.
I think it'll be one of those rides where anyone in the world will be saying, have you been on that ride? Especially all the technology involved with it as well. There's not another ride in the world what's got it.
The goal is to make every guest that's going to come to experience our ride feel like they've really entered the world of Harry Potter.
And that's really what we're after. You know, we're after to create memories for families and friends that, you know, they can talk about forever.
It's true then. Harry Potter has come to Hogwarts.
Harry Potter.
As a fan of the books before making the films, it's what I wanted to do. You know, I wanted to join Harry, I wanted to go to Hogwarts, check out the school, walk through Hogsmeade. They're going to be able to see that now. I mean, seeing it on a film is one thing, but actually being there, totally immersed in it, is going to be something else.
Thierry and his team have done everything to ensure that that experience will be a continuation and evolution of the experience people had at the films. And to be able to experience that, you've seen it in the films, but now you actually get to live it. Oh, cool.
I think just all of it together, I'm probably going to be like any other fan, just pretty amazed and wide-eyed.
Everything about the world will make you feel like you're really there. It's going to transport you to another realm.
It's just going to be like sort of stepping into the books, really.
For people that are big fans, it must be mind-blowing.
I think it should be absolutely jaw-dropping.
A warning.
It's nothing like anything's ever been done before.
It has the potential to be a fantastic memory that kids will take with them. That will be something that stands out in their minds for a long time.